Hi, Oscar here. So, we live in Paris, which is a very big city, very chaotic, and sometimes you can get bad days. I got a bad day. I was robbed twice, not only once, but twice in Paris. So, here's what happened and what you can do in these cases. Let's go! So, story time. I play football with my Latin American friends. I've done it for the last 4 summers in Paris. So, I know them well. And we play on Saturdays at 7:30 a.m. It's really early. We arrive, and as usual, I got dressed, and then we left all of the backpacks on one place and proceeded to play. And when I go back, I feel very proud of myself because I got like 2 goals, and then I just see my backpack and I don't see it. So I say, must be somewhere else because someone might have taken it here. And so I scan again and I don't see it. So that's when I freak out and my brain has a message of, oh la crêpe. I cannot say like the real word I want to say because internet, but basically what I lost was the following things. It was my Visa, my bank cards, my Metro card, my social security card, the keys, and my Galaxy S22 Ultra that I had just bought 4 or 5 months before. So I was pretty much screwed and not exactly in the best mood. And so the first thing to do, at least the first thing that I thought would be good, is keep calm. Because yes, I had just lost my $1,000 phone, my Visa as well. I didn't know how long they would take to give it back, and I was planning to fly in about 3 months. You know, the brain begins to think and to have a lot of strange thoughts that you shouldn't have that moment. I needed to map the thing. First of all, my ID has my address and they also have my keys. So the first thing I needed to do really was to get back home. I asked a friend for some money that I would borrow, and I went as fast as I could to my apartment. So, without any keys, cards, or phone, and with Masha on the weekend out because she went outside of France in that weekend, basically I felt naked. I didn't have any resources at all. And I had to turn to my neighbor, whom I had basically not spoken to only once when she complained about us making too much noise at 10 p.m. So, basically not the best relationship. But in that moment, I was really looking for any help. And she was very nice, calm, and she helped me and she set me up with this locksmith who over the phone said that his honoraries would be 90 euros, and we were like, actually for Paris I was surprised, it's not bad. Then he arrived about 20 minutes late, he opens the door, it takes 5 seconds, I swear, not more, and then when he gives me the bill, I see that it's 300 euros. When I see the split, it's actually 90 euros just for him to come here. Like a 5-minute drive in a motorcycle, so already what? And 200 euros just to open the door. And honestly, it feels really bad because at that moment you just got robbed of your cards, your phone, everything. And it felt like they're profiting off of me in the fact that I'm in this situation, that I can't open the door and charge anything they want. That's really bad. So just for you to know, at least in Paris, locksmiths are super expensive. If you can, give your key to a very good friend so that they can have the key and you can avoid these kind of surprises. That was the locksmith. Then basically after he left, I was feeling pretty down, but I had to fix all of the other things per point. The bank cards. The bank cards, you can block them from your account here in France. There's something called opposition. Basically means that you cancel that card. Any charges that came at that day, they'll probably be taken care of by the insurance. So that one is good. And it took like 10 minutes, not more. I also had to do my Metro card because I didn't have any way to move. So in any booth here in France, in Paris at least, you can go if you have the Navigo, which is the Metro card. And you can tell them I was robbed or I can't find them, it's lost. And they will give you a new one for 8 euros with the same credit that you had before. So if I had my month's charge, they will give it with the charge. So no more expenses, at least in that sense. Third one, social security card. I had to go to the Amélie website, which I'm putting right here. And you can declare it lost, and you get a new one in a week. That one is super efficient, and I'm really glad that it's like this. So we have the bank card, which is taken care of, the Metro card, Social Security card. The fourth one is a bit more tricky because it was about the Galaxy S22 Ultra, which I was sad, of course, material stuff, but it happens. However, the pictures, I think I lost some of them, so that's not very nice. So what I did was I took the IMEI number, gave it to the French authorities, and they will block the phone. What that makes is they cannot use it in France. But usually what they do to circumvent this is they go and send it to North Africa, Morocco, Algeria. Already another phone that was stolen from a friend, it was also sent there because she blocked it. And last but not least, my visa thing. I had to request a renewal, which is basically you pay for a copy of that, and it's 250 euros, which meant that I had to go to the préfecture, which is the police in France, in order to declare that I was robbed. Instead of just explaining to you how it works, I'm gonna show you a little bit how it felt like and how it was. So let's go. One day at the police in France. Okay, let's declare that I've been robbed. I need to do this. Hello? Yes, I want to declare that I'm robbed. Do you live here? Yes. Oops, sorry, we have no system. Wait, what? Yep, we have no system, so you have to go somewhere else. Ugh, okay. I guess I'll have to go to another police station. The same day at a different police station. I want a croissant. Hi, what do you want? Do you have croissant? No. But I want to declare that I've been robbed. Who cares? But I'm sad, I need to declare this. Ugh, okay, you stick this and wait for 4 hours, not less, okay? Ugh, 4 hours, okay. Here, take this, it's been 4 hours, come on. 4 hours, okay. I guess I'll give you the paper. So take this and leave it here. Yay, after 4 hours. Wait, why am I happy that I waited 4 hours and it's got the paper? Maybe croissant and butter. And then, about the apartment keys, because Masha was here after and we were talking about what to do. Basically in Paris, someone is administering your apartment if you're renting. You talk with them, and in our case they told us that we could request a new key that would arrive in 2 months. Yeah, 2 months to make one key. I cannot believe that it's so long, and it takes 2 months because they have these special keys that are really thick. So, okay, in our case we did that, and it was gonna take 2 months. We did the request and we had to wait. Today I have everything on my pocket. It took about 3 to 4 months. The phone I purchased again because I thought I'm not very affluent, but there's no way in the world that a criminal is gonna keep me from having my phone and enjoying this camera, which I enjoy a lot. So I purchased a new one with insurance. So this time if it gets stolen, in theory I will get back the money, which I hope. So in all, it cost me about 2,000 euros because of the phone, the visa, and the locksmith, the crazy locksmith. And this is the story of how I was robbed twice in Paris, and I hope it doesn't happen to anyone. And if it did, I hope this is helpful. If it didn't, at least I hope you found it entertaining. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's hope no one else gets stolen so far, for now.